Okay, so we've got our first part of our winemaking underway. We have our persimmons that are harvested, and we're using them now in the steam juicer that you see here and that you're going to see here. And also we have them over a rocket stove. So we have our concrete block, cinder brick rocket stove. Now this rocket stove is a little different. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there who badmouth making rocket stoves out of concrete block, and they have, most of those reasons are very founded and are accurate. However, this one here, from the top of this rocket stove all the way to the bottom, which is down through here, there is a steel pipe, some steel sheeting that's wound up, and so it gives a good stack without any leakage whatsoever among the blocks. And so it's doing a pretty good job of keeping this fire going. And if you can see right there, it's right up at the top. So I mean, the fire is right there on the pan, and so it's going really well. It's got that very neat and nice rocket sound that you like to hear, and it's just firing right away. In fact, this thing is so hot that it's leaking steam out the top, which it should not be doing. I don't understand why it's doing that. This is the Victorio steam juicer. Let me see if I can focus. There we go, Victorio steam juicer. We use this outside a lot for various projects, food preparation projects and food storage projects. And so you see some of it's been blackened down here. It's seen a lot of outside use. And so right now we've got here our juice, and we've so far made about 2.5 quarts, or maybe 2 quarts, I guess, maybe 2.5 quarts that are inside. Right now, we started this over the propane stove, and it was taking too long and using too much propane, so we were like, you know what, let's just move it outside and put it on the rocket stove. And that way we're using wood, these really thin pieces of wood that we got from a slab from a lumber mill not far from our house. We get this stuff basically cheap to nothing. And so we're using that to feed the rocket stove, and the rocket stove is going. You can see the flame. I need to probably put some more in there, but it's going, and it's got that nice rockety sound to it. And right here you see the juice. This is the persimmon juice that will eventually be turned into wine, and we're going to go ahead, and when I've got this thing covered here, because there's ash and debris sometimes that come up out of it, and I don't want that to happen with this. And so all you got to do is stick that down in there. I don't want any debris to get in there, and you just release this release valve, and down it goes. There you go. Okay, so then we'll take this back out, put the lid back on, and it's already gathered some more. So this thing is cooking right away. And this whole thing, basically how this steam juicer works, if you're not familiar, there's water, a bunch of water in here. There is, the juice is collected in here, and up here is the fruit. I have these on here because it keeps the lid on. Let me take these rocks off. Okay, I'm gonna get my, all right, there's the persimmons right in there. Right, I don't want to show you too much because I want it to keep going. I want to collect all that steam that I can. Put that back and put these rocks back on it. And so this is our first process of making wine with the persimmons, and I'm going to keep tending to this. We're going to tend to this until this is done. I've got 2 full 5-gallon buckets full of persimmons that we've got to get rendered and developed into juice as soon as possible. So you hear the donkey down there. She can't wait for the wine either, just like me. All right, so there you go. Making wine over the first part of the first steps in making wine, and we're using a rocket stove to do it. All right, stay tuned. We're going to do a series of videos on this, on making our wine, and we'll keep you posted. All right, see you next time on the Homestead. If you enjoyed this video, please click the thumbs up button below the video. It really makes creating these videos worthwhile. If you want to make sure to never miss a new video, be sure to click the subscribe button. Now you can get your homesteading questions answered. Visit us at our contact page on AnAmericanHomestead.com and send us your questions. Maybe we'll pick your question for a future video or article on our website.